check out the link in the description for a great place to buy your FIFA 13 Ultimate Team coins. Hey guys, how's it going? Toby here, and welcome back to another episode of Locked Up Lamela. This is episode 12, and if you did miss the previous episode, I'll let you fill in a little bit. Basically, what happened was the Warden was being a little bit strict, and he wanted to make sure that Lamela did complete an objective from the Warden's checklist, which is this here. Basically, Lamela has already assisted a goal, scored 2 goals in one game, and scored a hat-trick, but it's been an incredibly long time since he has completed any of these, so the Warden's getting a little bit strict. Lamela needs to pick up his performance and get one of these objectives done, otherwise he'll be stripped of that captain's band and he will no longer be allowed to change the inmates team, which is what we are playing this first game with against this guy, a very strong Serie A team with Chiellini and Ogbonna at the back, so it's going to be very difficult, but Lamela is completely through in acres of space and he chips the keeper, which is amazing. That was one of the new objectives that I added in around 4 episodes ago, but he still hadn't completed it, and we finally got one done, which gives us a massive bonus of 1,500 coins at the end of this game. Now he does equalise with Ogbonna, and then some weird stuff happens. It just keeps getting worse. We let another goal in. I didn't expect that to go in, to be fair, and we get a free kick, get the ball into the box, get fouled again, and get a second free kick. And I was contemplating who to take it with. For some reason, De Gea is the default. I don't know why, but we're trying to pick who we should choose. And I end up going with the big man himself, Kolo Touré, because he's got 90 shot power and he's just eyeing up that corner, and he absolutely belts it into the back of the net in the 68th minute to bring it back to 2-2, giving us a nice coin bonus of 499 coins. And along with that 1,500 coin bonus, it means we have now earned 24,000 and only have 5.5 left. And that's one of the objectives ticked off there. Chip to keeper, 1,500 coins. I was really pleased about that because I was struggling so much. The ones that are left are really difficult. Skill shot, long shot, bicycle kick, headers. Header could be quite easy, but Lamela's not amazing at heading. But now we go into the second portion of this episode, and this is our fundraising team. You may have seen a squad builder on it a little while ago. It's a bit of a dirty team, mainly because I don't want to lose a match. If you've noticed, our record is 20-9-0. In this series, we're coming very close to the end now, and I really do not want to lose. I'm going to try and make sure that I make this an unbeaten series. If that happens, it'll be ridiculous. I don't think it will, but it would be crazy. We get off to a great start, and then he does equalise in the 76th minute. It was a fairly close game, this one. It was really box to box, and it was a massive struggle to break him down, but we get a great goal. Aubameyang's shot is rebounded over to Valbuena, who bices it into the back of the net to make it 2-1, giving us 579 coins, which is fantastic, and just proof we completely dominated that game. It was a real struggle, but I did get an absolute ton of shots on it, and this is the third opponent of our game, and this guy had an incredibly strong Bundesliga team. I always struggle when Royce is up front, I really do, but Ramirez is completely through, dribbles past him and just smacks it into the back of the net. And this one was quite a fun little game. Everything seemed to go my way. Ramirez again with a lovely little finish there, and then Remy abusing that pace a little bit. We're trying to get past him. He slide tackles me for no reason whatsoever, and it's in the back of the net in the 63rd minute. And then Remy again kind of being a bit abusing, and it's in the back of the net. This is why I quite like this team. I apologise for it being incredibly quick, but I really do want to win this series without having lost a game. It would just be awesome, it really would. But we're trying to do a bit of defence work, get the ball back, and then we just pass it over to Remy again. And Remy, it's just unfair, it really is. Back in there again in the 70th minute. He does get an equaliser, he does get a goal back even, with Badstuber in the 78th minute. And then Aubameyang just completely through over to Charles Nzogbia, and Charles Nzogbia just smacks it straight through. Nice little skills, and it just piddles in somehow. I don't know how it came off Aubameyang, but we do end that 6-1 with 728 coins, which is a great total. The first 2 games weren't much in terms of our coin at the end of it, but that is the second game in the tournament that we have won. And I thought I'd try tournaments because I usually do seasons in this game, and I try and do that and sometimes it's really difficult, but tournament seems to be going quite well lately, so we're going to try that in the next episode, see if we can win the end of the final. And if I do win the final, guys, do you reckon that I should actually add that onto the total that we've earned, so it means that we've got less money to bail Lamela out, or should I just carry on as normal, as the end total of each match is what we get as a reward? So let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do hope you have enjoyed this episode of Locked Up Lamela, and if you haven't already, and you would like to, if you enjoyed this episode, hitting that like button would mean an absolute ton. You guys usually really love this series, and I'm so grateful for it. And if you do like it, maybe you can hit subscribe if you haven't already. But thank you so much, guys. Take care, have an amazing day, and goodbye.